Imagine standing beneath the endless expanse of the sky, envisioning a future where financial struggles are merely echoes of the past. You're not just dreaming of wealth, but actively sculpting a life of abundance, inner contentment, and profound joy. Does this vision feel too far-fetched? Let me assure you, this isn't just a fantasy, but a tangible reality within your grasp. In today's journey, we delve deep into the transformative wisdom of Stoicism, unveiling 10 pivotal principles that promise to liberate you from the shackles of ordinary thinking. Our exploration goes beyond mere financial gain. We're talking about cultivating a soul that's rich in peace, brimming with positive energy, and thriving in harmony. These principles aren't mere suggestions. They are the golden keys to a realm of new possibilities. Stay with us till the end of this video and witness a profound shift in how you manage your finances and perceive life itself. Why should you pay attention? Because life is more than mere survival. It's about fully embracing and relishing each moment. Embark on this transformative odyssey with us, starting with the very first Stoic principle. Principle 1. Stop ignoring your finances. Stop ignoring your finances, a crucial aspect often overlooked in our lives. Stoicism, more than just a philosophy, is a guide to living with self-control, resilience, and deep awareness, especially in financial matters. The old saying goes, ignorance is bliss, but when it comes to finances, ignorance is a risky business. Stoicism teaches us to confront our financial reality with open eyes and a clear mind. Let's apply Stoic wisdom to our financial life, opening doors to a new realm of understanding and attitude towards money. It's not just about the balance in your bank account. It's about comprehensively understanding your income sources, managing your expenses, and being in control of your debts. Stoicism encourages us to face the truth about our finances, not to shy away from it. Imagine looking at your bank statement, not just as a number, but as a story of your financial journey. Ask yourself, where does this money come from? What am I spending it on? Could I manage my expenses more wisely? This is about gaining a clear insight into your financial situation and exercising self-control to make informed and wise decisions. In a world that often glorifies wealth, Stoicism offers a refreshing perspective. It's not about how much money you have, but how well you understand and manage it. This principle is about embracing financial awareness, not as a burden but as a path to freedom and stability. Furthermore, Stoic philosophy not only teaches us about self-control but also about building connections with others through understanding and empathy. Let's start with the essence of Stoicism: self-control. It's not just about restraining impulses. It's about understanding and managing your financial decisions with clarity and purpose. Imagine you're the captain of a ship. Your financial choices are the rudder steering you through the sea of life. Every decision, no matter how small, sets the course for your financial future. But Stoicism isn't just a solitary practice. It's about building bridges of understanding and empathy with others. Picture yourself in a vast network of people, each with their unique financial challenges. By sharing experiences and learning from others, you create a supportive community. This sense of togetherness reminds us that we're not alone in our financial struggles. It's like a warm, comforting light in a dark room, showing us that others too navigate these turbulent waters. Now, let's talk about personal responsibility. Stoicism teaches us to own our lives, including our finances. You're not just a passive player. You're the CEO of your financial life. Every choice, from how you earn to how you spend, invest, or save, is a reflection of your values and goals. It's about taking the reins and steering your financial destiny towards a future you desire. And here's a crucial point: live in full reality. Don't be swayed by illusions or misconceptions about money. It's easy to get lost in fantasies of wealth or fears of poverty. But Stoicism invites us to see our financial situation as it truly is. Assess your income, expenses, debts, savings, and investments with a clear, unflinching eye. Remember, you're the steward of your finances. Treat your money not just as currency, but as a tool to build the life you dream of. As Seneca, a great Stoic philosopher, once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This isn't about shunning wealth, but understanding that true richness comes from being content with what we have, while striving for what we need. In conclusion, embrace these Stoic principles in your financial life. Exercise self-control, build empathetic connections, take personal responsibility, and live in the reality of your financial situation. By doing so, you'll transform not just your bank account but your entire approach to life. Remember, your financial journey is a crucial part of your Stoic path. Walk it with wisdom, courage, and serenity. Until next time, keep navigating the ebbs and flows of life with a serene mind and a resilient spirit. Principle 2. Stop blaming others. Epictetus, a sage of Stoicism, once profoundly stated, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them." This principle urges us to internalize Epictetus's wisdom, steering our own course towards a future shaped by our decisions, not by casting blame on others. It's a call to embrace personal accountability and self-reliance, pivotal in transforming our financial and overall life quality. Picture this. You're embarking on a voyage to a distant island, where you are the undisputed captain of your life's ship. This island, symbolic of life itself, is riddled with challenges, obstacles, and opportunities. Yet, amidst this complexity, the one element under your unwavering control is you. Stoicism teaches us to confront ourselves in the mirror of introspection, recognizing that the key to change lies within. But why embrace this responsibility? The answer lies in the liberating power of self-governance. Consider a tempest at sea. We have no command over the ferocious winds and towering waves, yet our hand on the ship's wheel remains ours to control. In life's tumultuous moments, external circumstances may be beyond our grasp, but our response, our adaptation, and our resilience are ours to mold. This ethos of personal responsibility isn't a burden, it's a gateway to freedom, an invitation to sculpt our existence as we see fit. Embody the role of the captain on your life's voyage. Refuse to let external forces or individuals usurp your helm. Remember the words of another Stoic philosopher, Seneca, who said, "Life is like a play. It's not the length but the excellence of the acting that matters." In this spirit, act excellently in your life's play by being the architect of your destiny, steering your ship with purpose and conviction towards the shores of your choosing. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming others or external circumstances when things don't go our way. Stoicism, however, views this as a sign of weakness and a relinquishment of control. It's a common pitfall, but Stoicism teaches us a more empowering approach. Let's picture a scenario. You're in a sports competition and the outcome isn't what you hoped for. It's natural to feel let down and to point fingers at the weather, an injury, or other external factors. But Stoicism nudges us to look inward. It suggests that perhaps with better preparation, more rigorous training, or honed skills, the result could have been different. This introspection is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. This idea ties back to what the Stoics call the dichotomy of control. It's a simple yet profound concept. There are things in life we can control, and things we can't. We might not have power over the weather, others' actions, or societal structures, but we do have control over our reactions, decisions, and actions. Stoicism teaches us to focus on these rather than external factors beyond our control. By doing so, we assert our self-determination and refuse to be governed by externalities. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This quote underscores the Stoic belief in focusing on what we can control, our perceptions, intentions, and actions. By not blaming others and accepting responsibility, we're not just showing personal accountability, we're also carving a path to a meaningful and liberated life. In embracing this Stoic principle, we transform into proactive creators of our destiny, meeting every challenge with resilience and strength. Remember, in the grand theater of life, it's not the external scripts that define us, but how we choose to perform our roles. Principle 3. Stop associating wealth with happiness. In our first principle, we delve into the profound truth that wealth does not equate to happiness. Seneca, a luminary in Stoic thought, once profoundly stated, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This powerful quote encapsulates a core Stoic belief. Happiness isn't found in the abundance of possessions, but in the richness of virtue and personal ethics. Stoicism teaches us to shift our focus from the relentless pursuit of material wealth to the cultivation of virtues such as self-control, courage, fairness, and the application of wisdom in our lives. Consider the irony of life's narrative: millionaires plagued by discontent and ordinary individuals radiating joy. This stark contrast reveals a crucial insight. The digits in your bank account don't dictate your happiness. What truly matters is the depth of your character and the integrity of your actions. Material possessions, while momentarily satisfying, are fleeting in their ability to bring lasting joy. Take, for example, the excitement of acquiring a new mobile phone. Initially, it's exhilarating, but as time passes, the novelty wears off, and it becomes just another object in our daily lives. This transient nature of material joy underscores the need to reassess our understanding of wealth and happiness. Stoicism invites us to recognize that wealth is external, unstable, and subject to change, and thus, it's an unreliable source of true happiness. Instead, Stoicism advocates for a life rich in virtue, a life that's meaningful and valuable. As Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." This harmony is achieved not through accumulating wealth, but through developing a virtuous character that aligns with the natural order of life. By embracing this Stoic principle, we learn to find contentment and joy in the simplicity and authenticity of living a virtuous life, rather than in the endless pursuit of material wealth. Stoic philosophy extends beyond the understanding that material wealth isn't synonymous with happiness. It fosters a deep sense of gratitude for what we already possess. By learning to appreciate and value the positive aspects of our lives, we often discover that we are far richer than we initially thought. This richness isn't just about acknowledging what we have, but also about comprehending its true value. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to enrich our spirits by investing in knowledge, experiences, relationships, and mindful expenditures. The knowledge we gain, the experiences we collect, and the love we share are enduring treasures that accompany us throughout life's journey. These elements collectively represent true wealth, offering a profound sense of satisfaction and meaning. This is the wealth that deserves our respect and exploration as we navigate our path. To encapsulate, Stoic philosophy presents a transformative perspective on the relationship between wealth and happiness. It teaches us that true happiness doesn't hinge on the accumulation of material possessions. Rather, it emerges from cultivating virtue and leading a life of righteousness. In this light, Stoicism stands as a beacon of inspiration, guiding us in our quest for genuine meaning and joy in life. This philosophy doesn't just change our view of wealth, it transforms our entire approach to living, steering us towards a more fulfilling and contented existence. Principle 4. Embracing risk. The very mention of risk often triggers unease and apprehension. It's a natural response, but one that can hinder our journey towards personal growth and spiritual liberation. Stoicism, with its emphasis on patience, courage, and self-discipline, encourages us to confront risks with insight and unwavering determination. Consider the inspiring tales of two renowned figures, Marcus Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, who embody the essence of daring to transform dreams into reality. Zuckerberg, the tech mogul behind Facebook, once remarked, "In a rapidly changing world, the only strategy to ensure failure is not to take risks." His decision to leave college and focus on Facebook was fraught with uncertainty, yet it catapulted him to unprecedented success in the tech world. Similarly, Elon Musk, having amassed a fortune from PayPal, chose not to rest on his laurels in the safe confines of information technology. Instead, he ventured into the uncharted territories of SpaceX and Tesla. Despite the looming threat of bankruptcy, his audacity paid off, turning both ventures into monumental successes. Pause for a moment and ponder. What distinguishes the successful from the rest? It's their unflinching courage to embrace risks. They step beyond their comfort zones, confront uncertainty, and tackle challenges head on. Through these risks, they experience growth, acquire knowledge, and stride toward success. So, what does this mean for you? It's about shifting your perspective on risk. True courage isn't about eradicating fear or anxiety. It's about facing risks with confidence and not allowing fear to govern your choices. Understand that life's nature is impermanent and beyond complete control. Shying away from risks is merely squandering time and potential for growth. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This principle resonates deeply with our discussion. It's a call to action, urging you to embrace risks as stepping stones to personal development and success. Remember, in the grand tapestry of life, it's the risks we take and the challenges we overcome that weave the most vibrant and meaningful patterns. In navigating the tumultuous waters of our financial lives, we often find ourselves at the crossroads of risk and reward. Imagine you're embarking on a new venture, pivoting your career, or choosing to invest, rather than indulge in fleeting pleasures. While the outcome may not always align with your expectations, the potential for surpassing them is equally plausible. This concept is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which teaches us that growth and development are forged in the furnace of adversity. Each setback is not a defeat but a lesson. Every obstacle, a stepping stone to fortitude. The Stoics, with their profound wisdom, understood the essence of patience and self-control in mastering life's challenges. It's crucial to clarify, however, that Stoicism doesn't advocate for reckless gambles. Instead, it champions the art of calculated risk, taking, underpinned by thorough knowledge, wisdom, and a nuanced understanding of one's circumstances. This approach dovetails seamlessly with the Stoic principles of self-awareness and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Embracing risks, therefore, is not just about facing uncertainties. It's about unlocking doors to untapped opportunities and growth. Stoicism posits that true maturity and success are unattainable if we perpetually cling to the safety of our comfort zones. Boldly confronting risks is integral to sculpting a life of significance and prosperity. It's through courage, patience, and self-control that we can meet every challenge with a spirit of openness and a willingness to learn. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." This mindset is a conduit to spiritual liberation and a life replete with meaningful success. Principle 5. Stop living to please others. Delving into this principle, let's recall the profound words of Marcus Aurelius. "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This insightful quote from the Stoic emperor encapsulates the essence of focusing on self-awareness and personal virtue, rather than being ensnared by the trap of external validation. Stoicism teaches us that our lives are anchored in our own hands, and the fountain of true happiness springs from self-awareness and self-control. Living to satisfy others' expectations or seeking their approval is a path fraught with dependence on the fluctuating opinions and judgments of those around us. This dependence places us in a relentless battle against the ever-changing tides of life, a battle we are destined to lose if we don't anchor ourselves in our own values and beliefs. In our modern digital era, societal pressures are omnipresent, urging us to conform and meet external expectations. This relentless pressure often sweeps people away, compelling them to lead lives that are a shadow of their true selves. This pursuit of approval and acceptance impacts not just our personal identity, but extends its tendrils into how we manage our finances and personal life. It drives us into a relentless chase after the lifestyles, possessions, and social status of others, often at the cost of our own financial health and personal well-being. Consider the story of a young individual, brimming with enthusiasm for the arts and a burning passion for writing. Yet bowing to societal pressures and family expectations, he abandons his dream to tread the path of an unfulfilling financial career. In choosing a path laid out by others, he loses a vital part of his identity, a part that resonated with his true self. This passivity, this surrender to external expectations, often leads many into the quagmire of debt or a lifestyle beyond their means in a vain attempt to mirror the extravagance they see in others. The Stoic principle of independence implores us to resist this temptation and to steadfastly chart our own course towards financial independence. It reminds us to be like an archer, unwaveringly focused on the bullseye, understanding that true accuracy comes from within, not from the distractions around us. In the words of another Stoic philosopher, Seneca, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This statement reinforces the Stoic belief in focusing on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions. By embracing this principle, we can navigate through life's financial challenges with a serene mind and a resilient spirit, unswayed by the opinions and expectations of others, and firmly rooted in our own path to financial and personal fulfillment. Embarking on the path of financial freedom and personal fulfillment through Stoic principles isn't just a journey, it's a transformation. Imagine you're at the helm of your life, navigating through the seas of societal pressures and personal challenges. How do you start this transformative journey? Firstly, it's about understanding who you are. Dive deep into the core of your being to unearth your values, aspirations, and dreams. It's crucial to pinpoint what genuinely resonates with you, shaping a vision for your life that's uniquely yours. Secondly, construct your life and financial blueprints rooted in these personal values. Instead of getting caught in the trap of comparison or bending to others' expectations, let your goals and values be the guiding stars in your financial planning. Thirdly, embrace the art of self-management and control. Stoicism teaches us the power of reining in our emotions and actions, while also acknowledging the uncontrollable aspects of life. Concentrate on what's in your hands and gracefully accept the inevitable changes. Remember, patience is your ally. Your journey is distinct, and the road to success is paved with your own footsteps. This transformation isn't an overnight phenomenon. It demands patience, persistence, and a journey inward. By stepping away from living for others' approval, you gain mastery over not just your finances, but your entire life. Resist the urge to let societal norms steer your financial choices. Strive for financial independence that aligns with your values, armed with patience and determination. Remember, in this journey, you're not just a participant but a unique competitor in your own right. By integrating these Stoic principles into your life, you're not just making a change, you're undergoing a profound metamorphosis. This isn't just about financial liberation, it's about a significant shift in your life's narrative, leading to deep-seated satisfaction and freedom. Principle 6. Stop neglecting personal development. In the realm of Stoicism, a philosophy embraced by luminaries like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, personal development is not just a recommendation, it's a cornerstone. These Stoic philosophers teach us that the essence of true happiness and fulfillment is rooted in the cultivation of our inner selves, in nurturing the soul and spirit. This journey towards self-improvement is not a luxury, but a vital aspect of living a meaningful and purposeful life. So what exactly does personal development mean within the Stoic framework? It's far from being a vague or arbitrary concept. Stoicism views personal development as a duty of the highest order. It's about dedicating time and effort to refine our inner qualities, to foster virtues that elevate our spirit. The Stoic pursuit isn't merely to fulfill material desires but to enrich ourselves spiritually, to grow in wisdom and virtue with each day that passes. Imagine personal development as an expansive journey, one that doesn't seek absolute perfection, but rather continuous growth and lifelong learning. In this journey, the pressure of achieving perfection is not our burden. Our true aim is to evolve, to become more virtuous and enlightened with each new day. Every morning presents a fresh canvas, an opportunity to enhance our souls and cultivate moral virtues. A quote from a Stoic philosopher can further inspire this journey. "He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive," by Seneca. This quote reminds us of the importance of living courageously and purposefully, traits that are essential in personal development. Another critical aspect of this journey is self-control. It's about taking the reins of our personal growth, not allowing ourselves to be ensnared by weaknesses or swept away by life's tumultuous currents. With self-control, we streamline our journey of self-improvement, becoming more adept at navigating life's challenges and turning them into opportunities for growth. This principle of Stoicism is not just a path to financial stability, it's a guide to a richer, more fulfilling life. The concept of the comfort zone, often perceived as a haven of peace and stability, is in reality a realm of stagnation and decline. This zone, devoid of challenges, may seem appealing, yet it is a place where growth is halted and potential remains untapped. In contrast, the growth zone, though fraught with difficulties, is the crucible, where our spirit and soul are tempered and fortified. It's in this zone where we encounter the trials that catalyze our lifelong learning and personal evolution. The dynamic nature of the world around us necessitates a mindset of perpetual learning. If we cease to learn, we risk obsolescence, much like a shark that must keep swimming to survive. Our continuous learning is essential for maintaining relevance and competitiveness in an ever-changing environment. Concerns about the practicality of these endeavors, considering time and financial constraints, are valid. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us the value of self-control and decision-making. It's not about choosing the path of least resistance, but rather making choices that align with our long-term objectives. This might mean prioritizing personal development over leisure or unnecessary expenditures. The key is not in making grand sacrifices, but in making deliberate choices that serve our overarching goals. From a Stoic viewpoint, prioritizing personal development is not merely a strategy for skill enhancement or knowledge acquisition. It's about a deeper, more profound journey of nurturing the soul and cultivating moral virtues. Personal development, in this sense, is not a destination to be reached, but an ongoing journey of maturity and spiritual enrichment. It's a path that continually unfolds, offering endless opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Principle 7. Stop spending beyond your means. Now, this might seem like straightforward advice, but it's astonishing how often it's ignored. Picture this. We're living in a world bombarded by ads, constantly telling us we need the latest gadget or fashion to be happy. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that happiness comes from what we buy, leading us to spend more than we can afford. But here's a Stoic truth for you. Real joy isn't found in endless shopping sprees or piling up stuff. It's about finding contentment within ourselves. Stoicism teaches us that happiness comes from self-control, from not letting our desires overrun our resources. Imagine a life where you're not constantly chasing the next purchase, but instead, finding peace in what you already have. That's the essence of living within your means. Let me tell you a story. There was once a man who always bought the newest and most expensive things, believing they would make him happy. But no matter what he bought, the satisfaction was fleeting, and soon he was looking for the next big purchase. It was only when he embraced the Stoic principle of finding joy in simplicity and self-restraint that he truly found peace. Practicing the principle of not spending beyond our means is a transformative journey, one that begins with distinguishing our needs from our desires. It's essential to recognize that while basic needs like food, shelter, and clothing are vital, desires such as the latest tech gadgets or luxury items aren't necessities. This understanding is the first step towards better financial management. In our modern world, where uncontrolled shopping is often encouraged by advertising and social pressures, Stoic philosophy offers a beacon of wisdom. It warns us against falling into the consumer trap, urging us to find happiness not in material possessions, but in the richness of our relationships, the pursuit of personal interests, and the serenity of a simple life. Imagine the sense of security that comes from having savings for unexpected expenses without the panic. Picture the freedom from the crushing weight of debt, the ability to spend more time with loved ones, delve into new hobbies, or even start a business. Envision a comfortable retirement, free from financial worries. All this is achievable when we live within our means. Living within our financial limits isn't just about saving money. It's about creating a life filled with opportunities. Opportunities to chase our dreams, to be with family and friends, and to secure our future. It's not merely a wise financial choice, but a stoic way of life, embracing self-control and finding contentment in what we have. By integrating stoic principles into our financial habits, we're not just building wealth, we're crafting a life that's prosperous, sustainable, and most importantly, at peace. This is the essence of Stoicism in personal finance, a path to a richer, more fulfilling life. So, my friends, as we navigate through our own financial journeys, let's remember this. Happiness isn't about owning more, it's about wanting less and appreciating what we have. It's about understanding that the best things in life aren't things. This principle isn't just about saving money. It's about freeing ourselves from the endless cycle of desire and disappointment. It's about discovering the wealth of contentment that lies within. Principle 8. Stop resisting change. In this principle of our Stoic journey to financial freedom, we delve into the profound yet challenging concept of embracing change. Stoicism, with its deep roots in understanding and accepting the ebb and flow of life, offers us a powerful lens through which to view the inevitability of change, especially in our financial lives. This principle is not just about acknowledging change, but about actively adapting to it, much like a skillful sailor navigating the ever-changing seas. The natural world is in a constant state of flux. Seasons transition, tides ebb and flow, and the sun marks the passage of time, with its daily dance across the sky. This perpetual motion is a clear testament to life's dynamic nature. Similarly, our lives, including our financial circumstances, are never static. They are more akin to a river, always moving, always evolving. The key to not just surviving, but thriving in this ever-changing landscape is to move with the current of life, not against it. In the realm of finance, this principle takes on a critical role. The economy is a living, breathing entity, continuously shifting. Industries rise and fall, interest rates swing, and job markets transform. These changes can be daunting, but they are not insurmountable. The Stoic approach teaches us to not only accept these changes, but to become adept at navigating through them. It's about seeing change not as an obstacle, but as an opportunity for growth and adaptation. Often, we resist change in our financial lives in various ways. It might manifest as a reluctance to acknowledge the decline of our chosen career field, a hesitation to learn new skills, or a stubborn adherence to outdated investment strategies that no longer bear fruit. Sometimes it's the fear of venturing into new investment territories, paralyzed by the what-ifs, and thus missing out on potential gains. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This profound statement encapsulates the essence of this principle. It's about transforming our mindset to see change as a natural and essential part of life's journey. By doing so, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities, learning to adapt, grow, and ultimately, prosper in our financial endeavors. To effectively resist the urge to resist change, especially in the context of financial stability and growth, Stoic philosophy offers us 4 invaluable pieces of advice. Shift your mindset. The first step is to alter how we perceive change. It's essential to recognize that change is not just a challenge but an opportunity for growth and new possibilities. Think of the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly, a beautiful analogy for the transformative power of change. By viewing change as a gateway to new opportunities and prosperity, we open ourselves to the potential for significant personal and financial growth. Pursue knowledge. Knowledge is a powerful tool in combating the fear that often accompanies change. By staying informed about economic trends, new investment opportunities, and best financial practices, we equip ourselves to navigate through the uncertainties of change. This education helps us make informed decisions, reducing the anxiety that often comes with the unknown. Maintain a balanced perspective. It's crucial to understand that change can bring both gains and losses. This balanced perspective helps us to see the silver lining in seemingly negative situations. A job loss might pave the way for a more fulfilling career. A failed investment can offer invaluable lessons, and financial difficulties can cultivate patience and wisdom. By acknowledging both the positive and negative aspects of change, we can maintain a more stable and resilient mindset. Embrace flexibility. Flexibility is key in adapting to change. Being rigid in our financial planning, career choices, and investment strategies can lead to missed opportunities and unnecessary hardships. Like a tree that bends in a storm to avoid breaking, flexibility allows us to adapt and thrive amidst change. This adaptability is crucial in navigating the ever-changing economic landscape. In essence, Stoicism teaches us that the world is a dynamic, ever-evolving canvas, and we are the artists of our own lives. By adopting the right mindset, seeking knowledge, maintaining a balanced perspective, and being flexible, we can paint a picture of not just financial prosperity but also a life rich in experiences, growth, and fulfillment. Embracing change is not merely a strategy for financial success. It's a philosophy for a vibrant, interesting, and satisfying life. It's about turning the pages of our life's book, eager to discover what lies in the next chapter. So, let's not resist change. Let's embrace it, for it is the pathway to true freedom, satisfaction, and the realization of our fullest potential. In conclusion, embracing change is not just a financial strategy, it's a life philosophy. It's about understanding that just as the seasons change, so do our lives and our finances. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we learn to flow with the tides of change, using them to propel us forward rather than hold us back. This is the essence of true financial and personal resilience. Remember, in the words of another great Stoic, Seneca, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Let us embrace these endings and the new beginnings they bring, for in them lies our path to a prosperous and fulfilling life. Principle 9. Stop fearing failure. In the journey of life, especially when it comes to financial stability and personal growth, the fear of failure looms large, often acting as a formidable barrier. It's a shadow that darkens our path, hindering us from seizing new opportunities and taking the risks that are sometimes necessary for success. Reflecting on the Stoic teachings, particularly those of Epictetus, who wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters," we uncover a profound principle. Stop fearing failure. Stoicism, a philosophy that has stood the test of time, teaches us to reframe our view of failure. It's not a defeat, but rather an essential part of our growth and learning journey. The fear of failure can be paralyzing, leading to missed opportunities and a life of stagnation. However, Stoicism encourages us to embrace failure as a teacher, a guide that leads us through the complexities of life. Each failed attempt, each stumble and fall, is in fact a lesson in disguise, offering insights and wisdom that the smooth road of success alone cannot provide. Consider the story of an entrepreneur, hesitant to embark on a new venture due to the fear of failure. This fear is not just a barrier to potential success. It also blocks the valuable learning experiences that come with overcoming challenges. Stoicism advises us to shift our perspective, to view failure not as an obstacle but as a stepping stone towards success. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By adopting this mindset, we open ourselves to growth, resilience, and ultimately, to achieving both financial and personal prosperity. In practical terms, embracing this Stoic principle of stopping the fear of failure means cultivating a mindset that not only welcomes challenges, but thrives in their presence. It's about approaching life with a resilience that remains unshaken in the face of setbacks. This involves making calculated decisions, fully understanding the risks involved, and being prepared to learn from whatever outcome arises. Financially speaking, this translates into not recoiling from new investments, career changes, or innovative business ideas simply due to the fear of failure. Instead, it's about engaging in thorough research, embracing calculated risk-taking, and maintaining a steadfast commitment to learning and adapting, regardless of the results. To summarize, by conquering the fear of failure, we align ourselves with the empowering philosophy of Stoicism. This alignment enables us to face life's uncertainties with a unique blend of courage and wisdom. Adopting this approach not only enhances our financial well-being, but also significantly enriches our personal growth. It makes us more resilient, adaptable, and equipped to handle the inevitable ups and downs of life. In doing so, we embody the true spirit of Stoicism, turning every challenge into an opportunity for growth, and every setback into a stepping stone towards greater wisdom and strength. Principle 10. Embracing the essence of simplicity. In the wise words of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. This profound statement lays the foundation for our 10th principle, embracing the essence of simplicity. This principle, deeply ingrained in Stoic philosophy, advocates for a life of contentment, unburdened by the relentless chase for more. It's a call to rediscover the joy and simplicity, recognizing that true happiness isn't anchored in wealth or possessions. In the realm of financial health, this principle champions the virtue of focusing on the necessary rather than being ensnared in the endless pursuit of more. It's not about living in deprivation, but about finding genuine joy and fulfillment in the fundamentals. It teaches us that our happiness isn't tied to how much we own, but to how we perceive and value what we have. In today's consumer-driven society where success is often measured by material accumulation, Stoicism challenges us to rethink this paradigm. It encourages us to find wealth in simplicity. This might mean choosing a modest yet comfortable living space over a lavish one, or finding satisfaction in a dependable vehicle instead of a luxury brand. It's about cherishing what we have, rather than perpetually yearning for more. To integrate this principle into our financial lives, we must take deliberate steps. Firstly, it involves a critical assessment of our spending, differentiating between mere desires and true necessities. Secondly, it calls for cultivating gratitude for our current possessions, fostering a sense of fulfillment. Thirdly, it's about making intentional choices that resonate with a simpler way of life, such as valuing experiences over material items, or prioritizing quality in our acquisitions. By adopting simplicity, we not only alleviate the financial strain that comes with overconsumption, but also cultivate a deeper appreciation for life's genuine riches. This principle enlightens us that a life filled with meaning and joy doesn't necessitate complexity or abundance, but can be found in the serenity and beauty of a simpler existence. As Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, eloquently put it, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This sentiment perfectly encapsulates the essence of this principle, guiding us towards a path of financial and personal contentment. Of course, as we conclude today's journey through the transformative world of Stoicism with our video, Stop Being Broke with these 10 life-changing Stoic principles, I invite you to reflect on how these principles can reshape your financial and personal landscape. Remember, Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical toolkit for life. It empowers you to navigate through challenges with resilience and wisdom, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth and fulfillment. I encourage you to not just watch and listen, but to actively engage with these teachings. Apply them in your daily life. Observe the changes, and share your experiences. How have these Stoic principles influenced your financial decisions? Have they brought a new perspective to your life's challenges? Your stories and insights could be the beacon of hope and inspiration for someone in our community. So don't hesitate to comment below with your thoughts and experiences. Share this video with those who might benefit from it, and let's create a ripple effect of positive transformation. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more content that bridges ancient wisdom with modern living, helping you grow stronger and more fulfilled each day. Thank you for joining us on this Stoic journey. Together, let's continue to explore, learn, and apply these timeless principles, making every day a step towards a more prosperous, balanced, and joyful life. See you in the next video, where we'll delve deeper into the art of living wisely and well. Stay stoic, stay inspired,